welcome to another video. My name is Ilse and today I bring you my October book haul. During the month of October, I acquired about 13 books, and that's a lot, to be honest. I just didn't think I had a lot. But I acquired a few books, and I'm gonna tell you where I got those books and stuff like that. And let's be warned, I'm gonna try to tell you what each book is about, but it's kind of hard because I kind of suck at explaining things. And with that, let's start with the book haul. I don't want to like prolong this further. So let's begin. I don't know if I should have an order for this, but why not? The first two books I'm going to show you, I think you already saw. I unboxed this on camera. These were gifts from Kevin, an Irish reader, for my birthday, and that is Fire and Flood and Salt and Stone by Victoria Scott, which are dystopian novels, and I'm really excited to read them. I'm actually thinking of reading them very soon. And he recently got to 3,000 or 3K, I guess you could say, subscribers. So congratulations, Kevin. I love you. You deserve them. And if you have not subscribed to him, please go do that because he is an amazing person. So yeah, a little shout out there for my best friend, twin, Prabhatai. Yeah, you called it. So yeah, these are the books that I acquired from him, and I am really excited. He gave me the UK editions because the US editions are really ugly and they recently changed and I don't like that, so yay! The next book that I'm going to show you is a book that my father, so proper, that my dad decided to gift to me from an author that he met in a book fair in the city where he lives. Quinteto de Mogador by Alberto Ruiz Sanchez. This is it's a volume of like different stories from him, I guess you could say, and he recently edited and you know, like put them together. And it basically talks about the desire of the woman to be loved, to love, the men's perspective of desire and stuff like that. It's basically a lot of desire in this book. I'm really excited because it was, it's dedicated to me, and I'm having a hard time showing you the dedication. Yeah, the author was really nice to dedicate this for me, and I emailed the author actually, thanking him for it, and tweeting him too, just in case you didn't see the email, and he replied to me, and he was really sweet, and he wants me to, like, you know, letting me know if I want to discuss the book, that I'm more than welcome to do it by sending him an email, and he was really nice. So I'm really excited to read a few of these stories. There is really no like order for me to read the stories, so I guess I'll just like pick one and read. So I'm really excited to read this, so thank you Alberto Ruiz Sanchez for this amazing book, and my dad. The next two books that I'm going to show you, I acquired them at my book fair that happened here like on the 15th of October to the 23rd, I think, of October. It was a whole week. I only got to go once because I had a lot of stuff going on. But usually, if you've been along enough on my channel, you know that I always spend a lot of money during this book fair, which is only happens once a year, at least here in my city. I only bought 2 books, and for me that's a lot. But they're really expensive, but I already knew what books I wanted, so it was very easy for me to just, you know what, I'm gonna buy this. But yeah, I am really excited to show you the books that I got. I got The Midnight Die by Mary Lou, which is the 3rd and final book in the Young Elites trilogy. I have not finished the trilogy, but I'm really excited to finish it because this is the final book, and I'm so excited and scared at the same time because I don't know what's gonna happen. Basically, if you have not read The Young Elites is a YA fantasy novel with following an anti-hero, and this anti-hero is very scary. Well, at least it gets really scary at some point. But basically, it's a world where there was a disease, and this disease killed many people, but the people that the disease did not kill gave them special powers, and this is basically kind of like the people with no powers want them dead or just want them gone, and it's basically them rebelling against those people, and stuff happens. But that's basically like the premise of the story, and I really love Mary Lou's characters and writing. And if you have not read the Legend series by Mary Lou, I suggest you also read that because I love the Legend series. So the next book that I bought is part of a duology which recently ended, and it has a lot of hype in BookTube, and that is Crooked Kingdom by Leigh Bardugo, which is the 2nd and final book in the Six of Crows duology. I have not read Six of Crows, but I wanted to get this so that I could, you know, marathon it, and I'm really excited to read it because a lot of people really enjoyed this duology more than her previous trilogy, which is Shadow and Bone, but I really enjoyed. So, you know, differences aside, But I really enjoy Leigh Bardugo's writing, and this is set place in the fantasy world of The Shadow and Bone. And I really don't know much, so the only thing I know is that it's set in that world of the Shadow and Bone trilogy. And I think I've heard that you do not have to read the Shadow and Bone trilogy to read this, but you know, it's always nice to like, you know, like click things up with you've read stuff, but that's just me. But yeah, that's all I read. So, but if you have read this duology, please tell me down below if you liked it or if you loved it, because I really am excited to read this. And these books, Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom, are really beautiful. Six of Crows has black on the spines, and then this one has red. So the next few books are part of an Amazon order that happened right after, I think like a week later after the book fair, and these are my purchases. The first book that I got is First Like Night, which is the third and final book in the Snow Like Ashes trilogy. I read the first one 2 years ago. I read the first book, Snow Like Ashes, and I have not read the second one, which is Last Like Fire. This is First Like Night, the third one. But I'm really excited to finish the series because I really enjoyed the characters. I really enjoyed the world building in Sarah's world. And yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have not read Snow Like Ashes follows a hero, a girl, who basically is wanting to get her kingdom back, and the kingdom really revolves around the seasons that we have right now, like winter, spring, summer, and fall, and stuff like that happens. So I'm really excited to read this. The next book that I got that was part of my Amazon order is Labyrinth Lost by Soraya Cordova, which is, I'm not entirely sure what genre it is, but it's young adult, and it follows a girl who is a bruja or a witch, and she doesn't want to follow her family's footsteps, and so she decides to do this spell, but doing the spell, her family disappears, so it's her basically looking for her family, and you know, having to touch her bruja side, even though she didn't want that, but that's her. And I'm really excited to read this because this is from a Latino author, and I'm really excited. So diversity, guys, diversity, it's important. The next book that I'm going to show you is Starflight by Melissa Landers. I have no idea what this book is about, but I've been wanting to get it for a million years, I think. Well, a few months now. I know that it's set in space and it follows two characters, and I think it's going to be a trilogy, but in each book it follows a different character. So I'm excited to read what this book is about, really, and I've heard really good things about it. So, and I think this is going to be my first Melissa Landers book, so we shall see what happens. The next book that I'm going to show you is I'm really excited about, and that is Nevernight by J. Kristoff, which is part of her, I don't know if it's a duology or trilogy, but I'm really excited. This is book 1, and it's a signed first edition, which I'm really excited because it was really a surprise when I opened the box because it's signed, and oh my god. If you do not know, J. Kristoff is it's a co-author of the Illuminate Files with Amy Kaufman, and I think he also wrote the famous duology called Storm Dancer, which I've also been wanting to get, but I have not. But I'm gonna read this, and I'm really excited. All I know about this is that it follows a girl, and it's a fantasy world, I think that is. And at the beginning it's very slow, but it's really good. So that's all I've heard, but I'm still really excited. The next book that I didn't get it in October, but I think I got it in August, and I didn't haul it back in my August book haul, so I'm gonna haul it right now. That is It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. And if you guys do not know by now, I love Colleen Hoover. She's one of my favorite authors. This is a new adult book, contemporary. I adore this book, mostly because it's very personal to her, to Colleen, and I'm just really excited to read more of her stories. I think I might reread this some point. It's very heart-wrenching, it's very emotional, it's, like I said, it's very personal to her, and I think that if you have not read a Colleen Hoover, it's very important to read. I mean, this particular book, because it has a very important message in the book, and yeah, that's pretty much it. The next book that I'm going to show you is actually part of our book club read along, which takes place every month, and we're reading Gemena by Amy Kaufman and J. Kristoff. You already heard from J. Kristoff, but this is the second book in the Illuminate Files, which is basically the same storyline from the first book, but follows different characters. And I have not read anything else. I think I read like 12 pages, and I have not read anything else. But if you guys want to read this, please do. We're discussing it, Jen, Kevin, and I, on the 27th, which is a week from Sunday. So I'm really excited. If you want to join us, please do. It's always fun to have people join in our live shows and like ask questions and discuss. We're basically doing this. We're discussing this book and I'm really excited. I don't know what to expect with this. I will leave all the information for the live show down below or somewhere here on the screen, so if you want to join us, please do. Remember, November 27th, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on my channel. The next book that I'm going to show you is part of the book tours here on BookTube, which is hosted by Grace at Loving the Books. And I'm really excited to show you this because it arrived a few days ago, and I should have read this book a long time ago. I think I should have read this back in the first few weeks of October, but you know, the mail, the shipping, me being international, and the publisher needed my information for like, what did it need? They needed my address, like, to confirm it. So it took a little time, guys, but I finally got it, and I am pretty sure I'm gonna review it because that's the deal. I have to review it, and I really want to actually, because I really want to do more reviews. So this is it, and that is the last of the Firedrakes, which is part of the Avalonia Chronicles by Farah Oomerbhoy. I am sorry if I didn't say that correctly, but I am really excited to read this. I think the story is concentrated on a fairy tale, so not a fairy tale, but the fairies and the fae. And I'm really excited because if you guys do not know the like fairy books or like fairy things, I guess I'm obsessed. I love them. So I'm really excited to read this, and at first glance I did not know this book was going to be this chunky, but more the merrier, to be honest. So this basically follows a 16-year-old girl who I think has to fight for her country. I'm not entirely sure, her world, but I'm not entirely sure exactly what is happening. The only thing I know is that her destiny was set long ago, and that she is going to fight it, or at least try to change it or something like that. But I'm really excited to read this. So watch out for a review for this because I think it's worth it. The next book that I'm going to show you just really recently published, and I'm counting it in my October book haul because I don't think I'm going to purchase any more books, at least until next year, I think, or I hope. And that is Heartless by Marissa Meyer, who wrote the Lunar Chronicles. If you're not familiar with it, she wrote Cinder, Scarlet, Crest, Winter, and Stars Above, and Fairest. And I'm really excited to read this because it's her newest book. It released, like I said, it released a few days ago, and I'm really excited to read it. And this basically follows, it's a what's it called, prologue, a prequel of the Queen of Hearts in Alice in Wonderland. If you're not familiar with the Queen of Hearts, it comes from Alice in Wonderland. So I think it's the things that happened before all of that stuff, and I think this is more like centered in how she was in love with someone and things happened, and you know, things. As it always happens in books, something happened. I'm really excited to read this, and this, guys, the cover is beautiful. I know it's very simplistic or minimalist or whatever, but I really love it. But when I open it and when I put it naked, guys, oh my god, it's fucking beautiful. I am in love with this book naked. Ow. I hate myself. But this book is beautiful naked, and it's a tall book actually, like compared to her Lunar Chronicles. They're a little short, so I'm really excited to read this. So yep. So that is it. That is my book haul. I am done. I cannot believe it. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and supporting. We are so close to 1K, and I'm so excited. But please tell me down below if you have read any of the books that I mentioned here, and if you have, please tell me if you loved them, dislike them, and whatever. And I don't know what else to say. I really suck at ending my videos too. So do you want me to stack the books? No. Let's see if I can stack them. I don't think I can, but let's see if I can. Something is going to go wrong, and I know it. Oh my god. Okay. Wait. 2 more. Wait, there. Wait, nope, it's gonna fall. It's gonna fall. Something's not. Something. It's stuck. Oh my god. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye!
Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more.